Your fathers have eaten from the forbidden fruit, and now your children shall carry the consequence of it.
The Father has risen, but the children shall remain under. And so it is written, that you shall pay for the sins of your fathers.
For what was taken in one generation must be accounted for in the next.
And what was gained in darkness must be balanced in silence.
This is the law written over bloodlines.
There is a kind of course where success sees you and walk away from your bloodline. And one man agreed to it. Some people are not poor because they are lazy. They are poor because someone before them was rich. And there are families that are not poor by accident. They were agreed upon. In a small village called Ayero, surrounded by deep forest and long silent road, there lived a man called Alágba Kareem. Alágba Kareem was not lazy. He worked, he farmed, he struggled like every other man, but nothing stayed in his hand. Money came and vanished. Food came and finished too quickly. Even joy never stayed long enough to be named. The people begin to whisper, "This man walks like others, but life rejects him differently." So one night, when hunger became louder than pride, Alágba Kareem broke a warning. He went into the forest, not the safe forest, not the one people enter for firewood, but the one beyond the shrine, beyond the known path, to a place where even spirits lower their voices. There are places in Africa where you do not pray loudly because something is always listening. But Alágba Kareem was too poor to eat any kind of warning. He kept going until even his footsteps stopped sounding like his own. The deeper he went, the quieter the world became. Not silence, something worse, like expectation, like the forest was waiting for him to agree to something before it would continue. And there he saw them, not hidden, not introduced, just present. Men who were not herbalists, they were not babalawos, not anything human enough to explain. Men who did not look at him like strangers, but like someone returning to a place he had already visited in the spirit. They did not greet him. They did not ask his name. They only asked,
"Do you want wealth? Or do you want peace?"
He laughed, because hunger is louder than warning.
"Of course, I want wealth."
They smiled. Not kindly, not warmly, like people who already knew the end of your story. They didn't bring money. They didn't give him chance. They did not even bring sacrifice. They only opened something, a space, not physical, like a spiritual structure, a place where names are not spoken, they are registered, a place where destinies are written before they happen. They asked for his hand, not to harm him, and when he placed it forward, the air changed. Cold entered his body, not pain, recognition. Like something unseen had looked at him and accepted him into a system that cannot be reversed. They did not chant loudly. They did not shout incantations. They only spoke softly.
You will live long. You will never lack again. You will rise above your struggle. Your life will be easier than it was meant to be.
Then silence. Then longer silence. And then the final sentence, slow and heavy.
From this moment, your bloodline is marked.
But what does this mean? Alágba Kareem didn't bother to ask. But in that moment, something had already been sealed. Not on him, but through him. They did not curse his children, but they did something more permanent. They made his bloodline incompatible with his, but compatible with struggle, rejection, poverty, and suffering. From that day on, doors opened for Alágba Kareem and closed for his children. Help arrived for him and turned away from them. Opportunities came there and refused to stay around his children. This was not bad luck. This was complete rejection. Invisible, system-level rejection. Alágba Kareem rose quickly, too quickly. Money obeyed him. People respected him. Life bent around him like it was correcting itself. But every blessing he enjoyed was borrowed from somewhere else. Something unseen was being removed from his descendants and placed in his present. His children grew, very hardworking, very disciplined. They were faithful, but nothing stayed in their hands. Every success collapsed, every effort dissolved, as if life itself kept correcting something they did not break. It was as if something kept saying, "You have already used this future." At first, they blamed life. Then they blamed themselves. Then they stopped talking about it completely. Because when something follows a bloodline, words begin to feel dangerous. Then his first son began to suffer deeply. Nothing worked. No matter the effort, no matter the prayer, nothing held. Even the second son suffered worse. Then the grandchildren came, and the weight increased. This is not just poverty. This is blockage, invisible resistance, like the ground refused to agree with their progress. One night, his first grandson broke down. He said, "Grandfather, why does everything we do always return to nothing?" And for the first time, Alágba Kareem felt something cracked inside him. It was memory. Then he remembered it was never free wealth, it was borrowed success, taken from a future that was never meant to be touched. Every time his children tried to rise, something unseen pulled them back. Not punishment, it was correction, because the system was balancing itself. One night, he tried to pray after many years, but the silence that answered him was not ordinary silence, it was rejection, because even the spiritual world no longer recognized his request. He had been removed from negotiation. He was still alive, but not fully included in mercy anymore. And worst of it all, he could not die, because the system that granted him success had not finished collecting its price. So he remained, watching every child struggle, every dream failed, every generation pay for a decision they did not make. They bent under the consequence they never agreed to. And one day, his last surviving son whispered,
It is as if something is eating our future.
And Alágba Kareem said nothing, because he knew it was not eating, it had already finished eating. Until today, there are families that rise briefly and fall without explanation. And somewhere, a man still breathes, not because he is blessed, but because what he started has not finished unfolding. Not every wealthy man is blessed. Some of them are simply borrowing from their children. Now to my wonderful viewers, if you could be rich today, but your bloodline becomes the payment, would you still accept? Please let me know your opinion in the comment section. Do you enjoy this video? If you do, please subscribe for more stories like this. Also like this video. Thank you for watching.